Today we received PetPlate. It was delivered straight to our door. I didn't have to go to the store. I didn't have to cook a thing. It's delivered fresh, ready to eat, and we're gonna review some of this information with you and let you know a bit about PetPlate. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go to their website and you're going to enter some basic information about your dog, like their breed, their weight, whether they're overweight, underweight, and how active they are. So once you enter that information, PetPlate will determine, with the help of veterinary nutritionists, the optimal number of calories for your dog. Our dog happens to be a tiny 6-pound Yorkie, so he only requires about 160 calories per day. Once that information is entered, they will ship you your box, which you see here. And what's really nice about PetPlate is they ship it free to all the lower 48 states. We're gonna see what is in our PetPlate box today. Like an invoice. I can feel the coolness coming out of the box. Now I will say that PetPlate says that this box should be fine on your front porch until you get home later that day. So I think this was probably sitting out on our front porch for maybe an hour or two, and it is perfectly frozen. See what we have here. This is really nice that for a referral, you can have a $50 credit for you and 50% off for a friend. Looks like they have a transition guide to help transition your pet the best possible way over a 7-day period. It does say that the containers take about 1 to 2 days to defrost them, and you're gonna store the rest in the freezer. To warm them up, you can pop them in the microwave. Just make sure that you stir them before you feed it to your dog, so your dog doesn't reach any or eat any hot spots. So you notice here there's 4 different proteins to choose from. PetPlate recommended all 4 of the proteins for our dog, but your dog, depending on some of the basic information, might have a different recommendation from PetPlate. One nice thing about this food, as you see over here, no byproducts, no preservatives, no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no corn, no gluten. So let's see what's inside. I'm gonna turn this around really quick so I can see what's in here. This is really thick, and that's why it's so cold inside. Now right here it says dry ice, paws off. So this is what keeps your food from going bad while it's being shipped. And you do not want to touch this. It says, do not handle with bare hands, keep out of reach of children and pets. The dry ice evaporates on its own. So it says, leave it in the box, once you've put the food away, of course, and allow it to vanish in a well-ventilated area. So we're just gonna leave it in the box, put it aside. Now, all of this food is actually frozen. They have a treat option as well, and with your first order, what's really nice about PetPlate is they throw this in for free. This is the only treat option that they have. It's organic. It's a chicken apple sausage bite. So if you can see the ingredients here, organic chicken, apples, vegetable glycerin, pumpkin, vinegar powder, and rosemary extract. Now, if you can see these, they're a little bit bigger than a quarter. So I might have to break it up for my little Yorkie, but it's decent size for a larger dog. So as I'm noticing, this is pretty thick and insulated here. It's keeping the food nice and cold here. And PetPlate says that all the materials used for shipping are recyclable, which is really nice. So we don't have to throw all this in the trash. I can just put it in your recycling bin. Although I am noticing how thick this is. It's almost 2 inches thick, so this would take up a little bit of room. Now the meat. So if you're noticing, this is in a plastic container, which is a little bit different from some of the other companies that deliver fresh food to your door. A lot of those will deliver in like food packs, but this is actually a container. It's recyclable with a number 5 right here. Which kind is this? This is turkey. So let's look at the turkey ingredients. We have here ground turkey, brown rice, turkey liver, carrots, apples, pumpkin, natural flavor, etc. And then your minerals and your vitamins. One thing I did notice about PetPlate is that 2 of the recipes, I think it's the turkey and the lamb, have grains in them. This one has brown rice, and the lamb, I believe it is, has quinoa and maybe flaxseed. Not that that's a grain, but just so you're aware of that if you're looking for grain-free. I personally don't have a problem with grains, and this doesn't bother me at all. So just so you're aware, in case that's important to you. So there are, like I said before, there are 4 meats to choose from, or protein meals. These are both turkey. The prices range about, they say about, they start at $2.50 a day. However, with our 6-pound Yorkie, ours starts at about $4. I can't remember the exact number, but it's about $4. And obviously, if you have a larger dog, you can expect to pay more. So this is the lamb meal. Ground lamb, sweet potatoes, quinoa, lamb liver, apples, broccoli. I did notice that each one of the recipes has a liver in it. So this would have lamb liver, turkey liver, you know, chicken liver, beef liver. Lamb again. Turkey. Where's the beef? All right. Ground beef, sweet potatoes, beef liver, carrots, apples, green peas, pumpkin. And I did notice that it meets and exceeds the AAFCO standards. I think all of the meals, there it is right there, for all life stages, including large breeds, over 70 pounds. There was one thing I was going to mention about, the guaranteed analysis. All the meals are from 6.4% crude protein to 10.8% crude protein. So if you are familiar with that, that might help you decide if this is a good option for you. So there's another one down here. Now, obviously, if you had a bigger dog, you might have more food in here, but I think I have 14 containers, which I think they're about 8 ounces each. So at 160 calories per day, I am feeding my dog 1/4 container per meal. So that's a half of a container per day. So this will last me 2 days, if that makes sense. Another thing I just wanted to draw attention to, and not that this is necessarily a big deal, but it's just kind of one of those things that you just need to be made aware of, is in the ingredients list. Each one of the protein meals has natural flavor listed in the ingredients. And the only reason why I draw attention to that is because we don't know what it comes from and how it's derived. So if that's something that might worry you, I just wanted to draw some attention to it so you are aware. So I think that might be the end. Let me try to pull this out. Yep, that's the bottom. You can see it's well insulated at the bottom as well. See that? So, put these back in. I'm going to pop 1 or 2 of these in the refrigerator, and then I'm gonna put the rest in the freezer. So I can pull them out as I need. I think they take about 1 to 2 days to thaw out in the refrigerator. One thing that I did notice about these as opposed to some of the other delivery food companies is that these might not stack as well. I mean, they stack well, but as far as space saving in your freezer, if that's something that you don't have a lot of, the way that these containers are made, they might not store the best, or they might store better, depending on your freezer space. So that's just something to keep in mind. Some of the other companies are thin packs and they stack on top of one another easily. So you might just have to look at your freezer and determine what's best. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing, and let us know if you have any questions.